Today's amazing watch, the original XIAOMI AMAZFIT sports watch, comes to us from Gearbest, who's letting us check this thing out. It's out of stock right now. It's hot. It's Chinese only, as you're about to find out, but it's well worth watching. It's a very interesting watch. These are the specifications, which I didn't get in the original video because it was just too much fun making the video. Anyway, this is the hardware, the functions that it has on board. It's a touch screen with a very interesting trans-reflective screen. You're about to see all about that. Male or female, it really works for everybody. And it comes with all this good stuff. All right, check it out. Oh, and there'll be, of course, links in the show note to buy this watch when it's back in stock, which hopefully it will be by the time you watch this video. Greetings and welcome to Smartwatch Ticks, where it's an exciting day. Well, at least I sure hope it is. Have you ever noticed that you dream about the stuff you spend a lot of time with? I had this nightmare last night that I got a new watch came in from China, like they usually do, and when I went to open it, I found that, well, it was a watch by a company whose name I couldn't pronounce. It was only in Chinese, and I had absolutely no idea how to evaluate it. AMAZFIT. Wow, hey, this is cool. Look at this. It's AMAZFIT. Anyway, what have we got? Okay. Made in China. That part's right. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Okay, that part's coming true. Let's open it up and wow. 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 I don't care if it's just in Chinese. This is nice. Move beautifully. It's English. It's English. This is great. Ah. No, really, the dream? Yeah. It's more than a dream because this watch has only been available in China, in Chinese, until now. Or maybe in spite of now, I still don't know. It might just still be in Chinese. I don't know how we're going to do a review in Chinese. We'll figure it out, though. You and I, we will do this. You know how much Chinese I know? You don't want to know. Is the back in Chinese? Looks like it. No? Wow. Okay. Well, look at this watch. Look at the design quality in this. Oh, the bands are definitely removable. Look how pliable. Oh, and they got the sweet removable thing. Check it out. Let's do the removing the bands first. You just do that, and it comes right out. You can take it completely out. Really easy. Change colors to match your moods. Oh, this is a high-end watch. There, back in place. It's got the charging port round. It's got the... Wow, I'm speechless. The heart rate monitor, there you go, is right there. And a simple little cover. Okay, what else is in here? I shouldn't worry about my dreams that much, huh? But, oh, it was so real. USB, it says here. There we go. Aw, this is really sweet. Okay, a nice ribbon cable, USB. Oh, nice. Nice is the word I'm using for this one. Definitely nice. And AMAZFIT. Manual in Chinese. Yes. Okay, oh, there's a little charging dock. That must be on the other side. Yes. No English one. Maybe it's on the other side, we hope. Anyway, okay, there. And then, zzz. You like that? Zzz. There it is, the zzz. Oh. Now that's an interesting dock. AMAZFIT. AMAZFIT. How does it go? It's got the round connectors. Looks like it's got a little key to line it up. Okay, it's nice. It connects in real easy. And it plugs in. Wow! If this can do half of what it looks like it could do, this is going to be really a sweet watch. Ouch. Oh, that comes out. Does this snap off? Yeah, just snaps right off. I know you want to see it on. I do too. Usually that's the last thing I think about doing, but for some reason this watch is just begging to go on. Wow, the band is really, it's that rubber silicone kind that it's got lots of close holes, so you should be able to get a nice fit for it too. Okay, only one thing left. That's the, well, look at how sweet and round it is. Is to turn it on, right? Turn it on and find out about this AMAZFIT watch. Let's see if it's got enough juice. You ready? Something's happening. There's a little letter A. It's really soft, though. It's not very bright. Oh, you know what? It's reflective. The screen, it's brighter at an angle. I wonder if this has got one. Wow. It's color, but it's kind of dim. But it might be one of those reflective, sort of like the paper white kind. Wow. Look at that starting. I guess it's starting. You are getting sleepy. You will buy this watch. You want this watch. This watch wants you. What in the world is it doing? Do I need to touch it? I've never seen anything like this. Hello? Okay, I'm going to touch it, folks. I don't know. It's not settling down. Boom. Hello? Wow. I don't know if it's a compass. This is more psychedelic than my dream was, and my dream was pretty out there. We're going to take a little break now. Oh, wow. It's sad. I get the reflection of the windows, but when you go at an angle, you get it suddenly gets much brighter. There you go. Kind of see that? But it's just, maybe I got to push the button again. Okay. We'll be back once I figure this thing out for a first look review. Oh, wow. Well, I charged it up a little bit, and then this popped up. It looks like it's the app that you need to download, the AMAZFIT app. And that apparently needs to be put in the phone first. This must be a serious tethering watch, because it's not going anywhere without that app. Okay, I got to get that installed on the phone. Looks like this is going to be a much more deep review than just a quick look at all the token apps that come in these watches. Yeah, not doing anything. All right, we got to scan the app. Fully awake, fully alert, relaxed, and present. And that's the review of the AMAZWatch. What? What do you mean, what review? I just showed you the whole watch. Okay, what's the last thing you remember? A barcode? You mean you didn't see the whole section where we went into the watch in Chinese, like from the dream? Uh-huh. Well, good thing I saved that footage. All right, I'll play it again for you. But we got to figure out why you missed this whole section. Well, even though we can't read anything on this watch as far as the words go, we certainly should be able to show you the layout. Notice when it went from being backlit to being reflective, transreflective. As long as you've got a good light source hitting it, it's going to be easy to read. And if you don't, it'll light up for a few seconds and then turn itself off. Okay, let's run through what this watch shows us. First thing we're going to do is tap the button on the side. And That activated it. I don't know if you saw it, but it changed slightly, just like your dream. If I slide down, I go into the first of 4 different pages being the weather, which I'm not getting a response for here. If I go to the right, I'm getting a readout of information that looks like 67%, don't know, maybe battery, 22 something or others, and 215 something or other else's. It's come back to the display and locked me out again. Pressing it activates it, down, over. So we have that display. And there's a guy running, so it has something to do with your data related to movement. Here's something that has a moon with a slash in it. Most likely that turns on and off the vibration. And this one has what looks like a nut to screw onto a screw, which is probably tools. And when you go into here, sure enough, you get a display of tools. It looks like a search icon, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. There's that moon thing again. Brightness. There's a watch band. And there's an up arrow, probably for uploading data. That looks like it might be to reset the time or something. Well, that's the power on off icon. Information. And looks like an in tray with an arrow up, so maybe for sending feedback. But it's all in Chinese, but icon driven. So we're getting just a feel for the watch for right now. I think if I go that way, I come back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pages there, right? Okay. If I go to the left, I get another menu that shows a guy running, somebody walking over mountains, a arrow rotating around, another thing looks like a gear, that's probably some form of settings, and something that looks like, I don't know, an alarm feature maybe? Not sure. So let's go and look at these. If I turned on this one, it would start tracking my run. That one will track my walk. That one tracks off-roading. This one is a review of your history. There's my overall total history of a bunch of different things I've played with. And if I go down, I see each of them individually. You can see that that's a walk, that's a run. A couple more walks. There's one of those off-roading things. Okay, so let's take a look at what you get as data. For a run, you get what looks like miles and time. Maybe time active and actual total time. And 6 seconds of maybe not moving. I don't know. We'll have to see what it says in Chinese. Looks like calories. That looks like 4 minutes, 39 seconds. 40 seconds. 12.86, probably miles. 90, don't know. 316. Whoa. And in a chart, judging from what it looks like in the chart, that's probably my maximum and minimum heart rate. And they're aberrant, obviously, they're not normal. And everything else in between seems to be like my average heart rate. You getting a good picture of that? We dropped out of it. Okay, and again, now I'm locked out. Really doesn't give me much time. Okay, that's it. So we get all that information when we're doing a run. When we're doing a walk, looks similar, if not identical. Okay. However, if we drop down to an off-road one, we're getting a little bit different information. Oh, notice the map on the side? That's the actual GPS trail map. It doesn't go into it, so you can't expand it, but each of these had that little trail map. Some more information. This was a short little off-roading thing, I believe. Okay, we get down to the charts. There's that blood pressure, but then there's another chart. Not sure what this one is, but interesting nonetheless, huh? From 167 to 80. And that's when you're doing the off-road or off-trail. And again, when you add all these up, you get the overall cumulative, I'm guessing, miles, number of units, and total calories burned in a summary of all of that. Okay. That's what that one is. This one is a set of tools that let you create a vibration on different events, on what's happening. And it's icon driven as well. It tells you what they are and it tells you if it's set. The only one I have set here is 130 beats per minute. If my pulse rate gets that high, I'm supposed to get a vibration to let me know. And the bottom one is your accomplishments. 5 something units, 10 something units, and so forth. All these are like badges, awards for good job type stuff. I guess it tracks all that for you. And that's what you get when you had swiped over to the left. Well, I can't even exit it now. I guess I have to let it time out. Yeah, because it wants you to go into one of these. Well, let's just show you. When you go into one, it gives you the notice that you've got to have Wi-Fi. See it blinking there? You touch it, it gives you a countdown, and it begins. And so now it's starting to track hundredths of a second. There's your time. Oh, there we go. And it's supposedly locking in on GPS. And then it's giving you the information of time and elapsed distance, perhaps, hours or minutes and seconds. Anyway, good information that's going to be live on your watch with the time at the very top to gather the information for your off-roading exercise. When you're done, and this locks itself as well, and doesn't change this display back to the main time while it's running. You have to press it on the side, slide it over. You can pause it, play it, or stop it. I can stop it. You can save it or just throw it away. Now this is what the display looks like for a walk. I've just finished a 2.5-hour sedentary walk. That means I sat in a car and drove around. And it logs it. You can see the reflective display, and then when the light came on, it was a little bit brighter. The screen, of course, is locked, and the only way to get out of it is to press the button on the side. So I press it, and it gives me my display of information. You can tell already that I'm looking at distance in miles, time, and calories burned according to the data that I have. And we're back to our time. So for a feel for how the watch works, that's a general overview. And then your settings here, we've gone through those. Wouldn't it be cool if we could see that in English? So you guys don't remember any of that? Seriously, the last thing you remember was the barcode. Well, you know what? I think I figured out what's going on. I think, you remember I was saying you're getting sleepy, just kind of messing with you and all those circles were going around? I bet you entered the same dream space that I've been in. You remember that Inception movie where they go down in different layers of dreams? I think we're together in level 1. You know, one easy way to tell is when you look at the time, is this the same or different in what you've seen in the video already? That's an actual technique you can use to tell if you're dreaming. First thing is, ask yourself, in the moment, hey, am I dreaming? And then look for a watch or a clock and look at the time, look away, and look back. If the time has changed, there's a good chance. It has? It's different. Cool. You and I are in the same dream, and we're aware of it. That takes us to lucid dreaming, meaning we can control this dream. You ready to go further? All right, watch this. Here we go. down to level 2 dreaming. Now, things get stranger when you drop deeper into the dream. Remember the last thing I said in this latest piece? It did change time. Look at that. Yeah, we're definitely dreaming. The last thing I said was, it sure would be cool if we could read this in English. Well, we're in dream space, so nothing says we can't, is there? Let's go into the menu, and I'm going to grab my phone with my camera on, and I'm going to take a look at the watch through the camera and see what it tells me. It quickly switches out of here, so, movement at the top it says, running, walking, off-road, cross-country, the central off-road running, history, movement set. You notice how the dream just kind of really messes around with it? Movement achievement. So that's what all these things are. If we go into stolen history, here we go. We had total mileage. What's the thing on the left? Total number, something or other. And then on the right, got to touch it. Didn't go back in time. It's Thursday. Did you see Thursday come up there? Yeah. Okay, press it again, go back over here. And the right-hand one was total consumption in kilocalories. So that's what we've got on this one. And then there's all the different event things we went into. The fun one was that fourth one down here, the one where we did off-roading, like this. Off-road monitoring, there's the date, the mileage. Okay. What are we looking at? Total time, mobile user. The dream is really strange. You got to be careful what you eat before you dream, you know. Average speed, average mobile with speed. Okay, what else? Come back and focus. Best with speed, average speed, and minimum speed. Now again, I was driving, remember, a maximum speed. So it maxes out at 90 because nobody can go faster than that walking. And steps, average steps, and so forth. I guess the 77 is cumulative rise. Is that in feet? What's this one? Cumulative under feet. So it's measuring altitude somehow. Uh-oh. What do we got here? 167. Come on, find me. I'm not getting a reading. High altitude. It does. It can measure altitude, which makes me wonder if that last chart that we saw, 80 should be the pulse rate, right? Your average pulse. Most low altitude. Okay. Now we got this chart, which is the heart rate curve. And then we've got this other chart, which is elevation. Elevation, 167 meters to 80 meters. So the watch has the ability in units to measure elevation. And that's what we can get in level 2 on our dream. Pretty cool, huh? Well, what else? Beyond history is what they call movement set. And this should be the alarms that you can set for different events. Per kilometer remind, you'll have it vibrate on each kilometer. Voice remind. When you go in there, what have you got? Oh, no voice or voice. Well, I haven't heard it speak, but maybe it will. It vibrates. Heart rate remind, we mentioned that one. That's what we've got set. Target with time. So it will beep every however many minutes you want to set it for. target mileage, it'll beep when you accomplish your mileage, and speed, it'll beep when you hit a certain speed. Well, you can see it would take us a while to go through all the menus in that crazy dream format to tell you what they all mean. But it's pretty intuitive as you play with the watch. But beyond the watch and all the data that you see in here, yes, there is a companion app. And you can transfer all this data to the app and do a whole lot more analysis. Well, this is where the dream got really more nightmarish, so I'm going to skip you that. It's a family channel after all. It turned out that the app was in all Chinese, and it really didn't even translate and make a whole lot of sense. And, well, long story short, there's this country. Pick one. Vietnam, Brazil, Greece. Let's say Greece. Okay. There's this country, Greece, and there's a Grecian guy who really liked this watch, and he's fluent in Chinese, Greek, and English. And son of a gun, if he didn't actually translate the app that this watch synchronizes through from downloading that barcode, click, click, remember that? That takes you to a place to download the Chinese app, and we're skipping all of that because he translated the app in Greece to English. Now, we got a Grecian person with a background in both Chinese and English making a translation. It's going to be interesting to look at this. So we're still in the dream, and this is the associated app that this watch will connect to. And the interesting thing is, you see that we have that one interesting display there, and when we go into watch faces, there it is down at the bottom. And this shows you that you can have any of these different watch faces in here that are on the list. There we go. I just loaded that one in. Once you're synchronized with the app, you can bring up the different watch faces. And they show up in different colors, of course, on this trans-reflective or illuminating screen. Simply by touching them, you switch to the different ones. So here you go. Some of them are going to be really easy to see, even in dim light like this one, or perhaps even this one. And they all show different aspects of what's on board, even some that are just like a regular watch. So that's one thing that this app can do, is download, upload watch faces directly to the watch. What else have we got in here? We have, in English, where you can see the details about the watch. That's the power level, and it tells you your last charge and how much power is left. The capacity, 2.23 gigabytes of storage, where you can actually put music on here and stream music, they say, from the watch, so listen to it while you're doing your workouts. Your ROM version and unbind is where you would disconnect it. You have, it's connected, and right here it says synchronize, and so it's synced all of that data that I've transferred over here. You can go into sport health, and here's where it gets kind of fun. Look at this. Smartwatch records can be viewed in millet and rice, moving in motion. Conjure that image up for a moment. Millet and rice moving in motion. You can see meters moving in, and you can see millet in motion. And when you launch something like this, it goes into your history, which it really doesn't have recorded, transferred properly yet. But you get to see your history in the charts on that. Meters moving in takes you, here we go. Now we're synchronizing that data. And we have success. So we have walking and outdoors and walking, and there's our cross country. I go over here to the cross country, and lo and behold, it brings me into my graph of my actual trek using Google Maps. Okay, there's the information on it: cadence, heart rate, highest speed, calories burned, watermark camera. You can take a picture of it, all of that stuff. So your data, including heart rate and everything, is transferable over to these apps with an overall total of what you've done. You can sync it right there again and immediately sync any new things that you've done onto the watch. So all in all, this is a pretty cool watch. The transreflective screen, the long battery life, the ability to light it up in the dark with its own built-in light, and the data that it can accumulate with GPS on board and heart rate monitor real-time constantly running. You can create some pretty quality graphics and data collection on your overall health. When you put it on, it fits really nicely. You can snug it up really good with the band. And once you have it the way you want it, I like to wear it pretty tight because I think I get the best heart rate monitoring out of that. And I didn't show you all of this stuff yet. Hey, wait a minute, there's more. But wait, there's more. We turn it on. There we go. I swipe to the right, and it instantly goes into the heart rate and starts automatically calculating and computing and gathering the heart rate information. The little green diodes are on underneath. And just like when you start a run or a walk, you'll get your heart rate data. But there's more. And I want to show it to you once he gives me a heart rate. Thank you. All right. It's live, so it'll keep doing its thing over here. Swipe to the right. Here's my number of steps so far against a goal of 8,000 that's automatically set that you can adjust. Here is PayPal, it says, but it's actually, I think, the Chinese currency that you can pay from your watch, from your account, supposedly. Not working here, I don't think. It's either that one or this one. And then finally, this is what I want to show you. This is your accomplishments, I believe, or where you set your alarms. And then this one, check this out. First of all, I get a little dot, and if I roll that little dot around enough times, it will switch automatically into, all right, go the other way. There we go, a compass. So we have an oddboard compass on here. Now, I know I haven't covered everything, and we haven't gone in through the dream to read about everything, but this is in process. This is only in Chinese right now. The AMAZFIT watch. We have the app translated to English, and it won't be long, I'm sure, that multiple languages will be available on this watch. And you can do all these things with it, from heart rate to running to walking, and calculate and accumulate all that data. There we go. Who is it by? I told you, I couldn't pronounce it. XAI, oh gosh. I think it's pronounced, I think the company is pronounced Xiaomi. It's like show me, but Xiaomi. I'm really stretching here. And I don't know if that's an English translation of Chinese or that's the Chinese pronunciation, but Xiaomi is a big company that does a lot of things with phones and other items, a lot like Apple or some of the other companies that we hear a lot about in China. Xiaomi is one of the big contenders, and they're into fitness bands, and this is their first fitness watch. All right. You have been watching Smartwatch Ticks, going through the dream sequence, and it's time to bring you out of it. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. You are awake, you are aware, and you are back enjoying Gearbest, the company that has brought you this amazing watch. There. When they told me they were going to send me a watch that's only in Chinese, the manual's only in Chinese, and the app is only in Chinese, and I'm supposed to review it in English. Well, you saw how we did it. We played in and out of dream sequence. Thank you to Google Translate on the phone that was able to allow us to live translate on the watch. And yes, indeed, I was not joking. There is a guy in Greece who has translated Chinese to English for the app. There'll be a link for that app in the show notes. There, of course, will be a link to the original XIAOMI AMAZFIT Bluetooth 4.0 Sport smartwatch down below at, I hope, a much better price than this when they're back in stock. And be sure to use that link to buy from Gearbest. Thank you so much for sending this out. I really like this thing. It's not that hard to get used to once you know what the icons stand for and where things are, and you can always use Google Translate in your phone to figure anything you don't know out. So have at it. Enjoy the dream and enjoy your watch. Whoa! Did you notice that? Did you just look away and look back and the price has changed and now it's in stock at Gearbest? Well, you're not dreaming. It is. It's back in stock, and it's on a special promotion right now. They got 110 pieces of this special AmazeFit watch that are available. And yes, it's still in Chinese. However, the word out is that it's going to be updated to English, as maybe even other languages, very soon through a firmware push update. And speaking of those firmware updates, there have been a couple of them, and here's one that's been added that I didn't show you in the video because it's brand new. It's a stopwatch that they've added to it. So they're constantly improving the app right now. They're improving the phone app as well. And again, our friend in Greece, it continues to translate the updates and publish the English version of the app. So if you can live with the Chinese for a while in the watch, you can get yourself a really good discount price right now at Gearbest. We're publishing this, we're putting it out there, and I will do this. When it comes out with English, I'm going to redo this whole review, and you get to see what it looks like for real in the English language, all right? That's my promise. In the meantime, enjoy the dream and enjoy buying the AmazeFit watch if that's something you'd like. Take care.